Hi, everybody. Hi, can you hear me and see me okay? Nate here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Amy. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Iris. Hi, Toronto Mom. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Iris. Karen, Artsy Girl. You hear me and see me okay? Hi, Mere Dragon. Patty Cakes. Madeline. Yes. Julie Goss, Secret Charlotte, Dolores, Rose, Toronto, B. How is everyone doing? How is everyone? I am not able to do the show this Sunday because I'm traveling, so it is kind of a makeup show for the one that I can't do on Sunday. So, and then I thought maybe some other people that might not be able to do the Sunday might be able to do today. So maybe that gives some of you an opportunity that they might not have otherwise. So I'm gonna do personal questions, and I'm using kind of the Ethony tarot as well as the Osho tarot today. Um, and I'll start with the donations, but I will also do all the questions that will be here coming through. So let's get started. Let's have some fun. And at the end, of course, I will do a reading for the collective. Yeah. So let's get started. I'll start with Jane B. Jane, thank you for your donation. I didn't get your question. I'm going to try to look for it. Jane B. I saw you on Linda G's. Can you answer if the Epstein files alone will be able to move 45 out of office? No, no. I feel like it's going to be his health at the end of the day. But it will definitely participate to create pressure. But alone, no, Jane. It is a big deal, but alone, I don't think it will be enough. Moving on to Secret Charlotte, thank you for your donation. Do you see me quitting teaching early and becoming a full-time medium? Yes, absolutely. This is to me very clear. You think you have 10 years to go, but I think you will work on your mediumship before, you will grow your clientele before, and you will be doing this full-time before. No doubt about it, Secret Charlotte. Right now, I feel like it's a bit of a struggle. But if I look at your mediumship abilities, you look ahead. Yes, it's there. Good luck. I'm so excited for you. Sally Kennedy, can I please get a reading of any message from my guides, ancestors on anything I need to know for the rest of the year for Sally Kennedy? A message on anything you need to hear. You want a complete change of cycle? I see abundance coming your way. There may be a surprise money coming before the end of the year, something that you didn't expect. Um, I see a lot of protection. I see good relationships with people in general. It's a complete end of cycle, though. There's something about you ending a cycle. Ten of Swords and Death. Those look scary, but they shouldn't be scary. They're just saying like you're into a brand new cycle. And so you're going to get also abundance from maybe getting rid of certain things that no longer serve you. So that's quite a lot going on for you between now and the end of year, but I think they're setting you up really well, Sally. Fairy dust, can you tell me who my guides are? I see one of female energy, someone that maybe has more of a motherly energy. The star, the star. I think it's this kind of woman that has a woman of female energy that I see like orienting you, guiding you through the stars. And then there's a male type energy, the magician. So those are to me your two guides, the male energy and then the female energy. This one is more connected with the star. The male is more practical. Um, that's what I feel, fairy dust. Thank you. Blue Moon, thank you for the donation. Will my son do well at his new college this spring? 26. I'm hearing a yes. Two of Cups. Oh, maybe there is a relationship forming at the new college. Yeah, it's a complete change, Wheel of Fortune, but maybe there's something romantic happening there. Yeah, a partner. MQ, I'm worried my boyfriend's ex wife will turn their kids against me. He lives in a different state. I'm worried to travel to see him. The card suggests that you go travel. Don't be afraid. I'm not saying that the kids are against you. I see you doing just fine. Be careful. This is for everyone. Don't manifest your fears. I understand you have a fear, but I don't see that happening. Thank you so much, MQ. Julie, um, Julie Goss. What? Thank you for your donation. What do you see the relationship of my son Brian and his wife Sarah? If they divorce, will he get custody of the kids? I see justice. So there might be indeed something going on with the divorce. I see justice here. I think it's the divorce. I feel like there will be a divorce. Um, let's see, but a decision is made. Okay, will he get custody of the kids? Will he get custody of the kids? I see him having kids. So either it's split or he has the custody, but it's not cut from his children. Sandy Johnson, thank you for your donation. You lack self confidence with your new job. My nerves are really making me look bad. I have to build documentation for a new department. Will I be successful? Yes, I see you successful. The King of Swords, you have it in you to be successful. I see you stable. You can more than do this. This is you, Queen of Wands. You go. It's almost like saying, you go, girl. You go. You have it in you. You cannot fail this. You will not fail this. You have, again, I was saying, don't manifest your fears. You can do this and you will do this. Megan, thank you for your donation. Can you do a reading on my finances for 2026? Finances. I see an improvement here from the Eight of Wands, but also the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles tells me that for your finances, there's an improvement of you invest in something. So it's not like a big financial investment, but you work on something. You're better on work on bettering your finances, and it plays out later in the year. Like the idea of planting a seed and getting better finances. The work you do in 2025 or early 2026 will pay off for your finances on 2026. I see you doing better. Be patient. Be patient. Lisa Pena, Thank you for your donation. Will my oldest son finally get a job in his career and be successful? Is an artist. Forward movement. To me, that's a yes. Patience also is coming through, but I think it's gonna get like next year something strong is coming. He has to really fully dedicate this. I see success as celebration. Um, he's an artist, but it's interesting. I see a gathering of people and a celebration. So I think it's gonna do really well. Mila North, thank you for your donation. Any message from your guides? The star, look at that, hopes and dream. Mila, this is the time for you to dream. This is the time for you to do a bucket list, to put some big goals, some big dreams, and keep going because you're going to keep going at it. I love this energy. You're going to remove your constraints. No constraints. They want you to really think of what you want without thinking of your constraints. Thank you. And thank you, Dr. Surfer Chic, for your donation. You booked a session with me. Yes, I saw that. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward. Would like to know if my guides have a helpful message to get through the Mercury retrograde, Sag, Sun, Virgo rising, and Scorpio moon. That would be a question for our friend Ness, but I'm gonna give you my tarot point of view here. A helpful message to get through. Yeah, not easy. It's not an easy one for you, this retrograde. Son, you're gonna power through though. You're gonna be okay. Um, I feel like I see you getting support from friends and family. I feel like the way that I would give an advice is stay within people you know. I feel like this retrograde is not about seeing other people, is staying within your tribe. That's the message that I'm getting. Does that make sense, Dr. Surfer Chic? And Ness talking about the devil, I'm joking. Ness has sent 5 third witch gift membership. That is super nice of you, Ness. And congratulations and welcome to the membership. Sally, Ohio Girl, Rossi, Georgia King, and Mango Unicorn. Carol is next. Any message from me, Carol P. A message for Carol. Look ahead. And I'm getting the number 3, 3 months, 3 weeks. There's something coming for you within that time frame. I see abundance coming for you. The timing of the number 3 resonates. You get something, you receive something. I feel like it's going to help you tremendously. I see abundance coming your way within 3 months or 3 weeks. Thank you, Carol. Sadie Goofy Newfie. What a fun name. And thank you for your donation. Do my recently deceased dog, Sadie and Rio, have a message for me? And you guys really liked the show with Jeline. I love her. We're gonna do another show with her on December 14th. So make sure that you sign up because she's expert with animal communication. Sadie and Rio, they're sad that they left. They're sad that they left. They know that you're sad. That's the acknowledgement of the sadness. That 10 of Wands is the acknowledgement of, I feel like there was a burden. So maybe they were dealing with health issues and they had to deal with kind of a well-being issue. They feel like they're feeling better on the other side. They miss you. I feel like they're trying to communicate with you. Page of Sword, that's communication. They're trying to communicate with you. They're coming in dreams, I feel, as spirits, as in dreams, to you, directly to you. So I don't know if you're seeing the messages, but they're trying to communicate. Thank you again. Star Midnight. Uh, I didn't see your question. I will look for it. Maria sent one Nathe third wish gift membership and LSB 888 wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sherry is here. Hi there, Sherry. Star Midnight, is there a message from my guides or guardian angels? A message from my guides or guardian angels. They want you to stop to worry. I get the sense that you're feeling that you're pushing hard, but you worry also about there's something that's you. I pick up that you're worrying about something. An opportunity is gonna come to you, and I feel like you're gonna feel when it comes to next year, particularly a lot more. A lot more in control of your life. I get the sense here that there's a breakthrough. There's you feeling more free in 2026. So I hope that makes sense to you, Star Midnight, and thank you. Christina Malone, thank you as well. November 9th would be your brother's 79th birthday. Is he at peace? Yeah, that's recent, the number 9. It's interesting, November 9 and 79. You get the end of cycle here. I feel like it's almost like his soul has healed, but he's turning a page. Yes, he's at peace. Not only at peace, but I feel like he wants to help you and help others, Christina. Yes. And thank you. Sugar Wildfire. Um, I feel angels have always helped me in my entire life. Can you tell me if I have a message from restarting your art again? You know that your art, the creativity and the intuition, it's inspiration. It comes from the same source. If you're an artist or if you're a light worker, there's a lot of similarities. And so I feel like, yes, I feel like the combination of the angels that helping you, but they're also giving you the inspiration for your art. So I'm going to pull a card. I want to use this one. I'm going to pull a card. The source. That's what I was looking for. So, yes, I see you're restarting your art, but the source of inspiration or the source of creativity, that's the same source, right? You pull from the same source. I hope that makes sense to you, but yes, I see you. I see you're restarting the art. You should really do it for you and for others. Welcome, Lisa, to the Diviner membership. Lisa Wise, Nate, do my parents and grandmother have any message? I see like the family is there on the other side. There's a lot of kindness, but they're also, I feel like they have like a, it's almost feels like they have a kitchen table and they're like, join us. It's almost like they're talking about you at the kitchen table with the family. I think it has to deal with the holidays. They really want you to maybe they want to be there for you in spirit for the holidays. And so I get the sense here that they want you to know that you're not alone for the holidays, that they are with you. um, I think it's specifically maybe around Thanksgiving and or Christmas. Oh, Linda, thank you so much. I was just with Linda on a show. You should really check the show we did on her channel. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you for your generosity and having me on your channel. And if you have a question, of course, I'm happy to answer it. Thank you, Linda. Jason, um, should I look for a real estate funding broker to start my investment of land and move my assets to the LLC I've been planning but scrapped last month? Should I look for a real estate funding broker to start my investment and move my assets to the LLC? Okay, going with the flow. So I felt like you should do all this, but no rush. Take your time, particularly now. It's Mercury retrograde. You want to really look at all the tiny, teeny details, right? This might not be the moment to do that. I would move that after the retrograde, which is next month, literally, because there's still a shadow and everything. So if you want to do that in December, or even better, I feel in January, Jason, um, take your time to do this. It's an adventure. So I'm getting two messages. Yes, but take your time. Okay. Um, moving on to Maria Calvert. Thank you as well. Was there mischievous spirits in my granddaughter's room interference with electronics like time? I told them to leave. I felt strange. Well, look at that. This card of guidance. It's kind of those fuzzy energies. I don't think they were that bad. So I don't think they were like evil energies. But I get this sense like it was a bit odd, or they were maybe a bit cold. So I understand the feeling you had, but I don't think I want you at peace that I don't think that they were bad people. I don't get that. Gina Buck, thank you for your donation. Um, what are my guides' name? Oh, Gina, I don't do names. So I cannot help you there. I feel like I don't think a particular name that you should call them. I feel like you should say you. Um, I feel like you should treat them with respect. I feel like you should develop a relationship with them. I feel that you should really get familiar with them, but still having respect to when they talk with you. Uh, Ace of Wands. I feel like the interesting part is that you have to understand their powers. You have to understand what they can do for you, what they cannot do for you. In other words, what I'm trying to say, Gina, is develop a close relationship. It's like developing a relationship with someone, a partner. It takes time to develop that relationship. It's the exact same thing with your guides. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't give you names, but the letter A and S resonate with me. So maybe that can help. Ethereal energy, thank you for your donation. Lisa above asked a great question about using tarot decks if not psychic. I feel the same way about dozing rods because they go crazy. How do you develop skills with these tools? Well, I give you my point of view. Whether you use a tarot deck, an oracle deck, a pendulum, you channel a crystal, at the end of you channel an entity, this is Ganesh. At the end of the day, this is a card is nothing else than a piece of paper, but it is a window to your guide's message, to your intuition. So I feel like it's important that you recognize that the tool might help you, but at the end of the day, this is your intuition that you're developing. And so, as far as tarot, I always say, don't get a book, pull a card, and ask yourself, what am I seeing here? What am I seeing here? Forget about the traditional. It doesn't matter. It's about what you see and what you feel. Actually, if you, maybe some of you know that I say that often, when I learned tarot, I was actually learning with someone that was teaching me to hold the cards in my hand and tell what I felt. So it's really more about the intuition than the tool. Uh, moving on to the journey prevail. Does my paternal grandpa Casimir have a message for me? I feel like he's saying that he's coming through in your dreams as a visitation, as a visitation. And note that I got the lover's card. So there's plenty of love here from grandpa. Ace of Cups, overflow of love. Your paternal grandpa, I feel like there's like, and he's visiting you through your dreams. Thank you. And thank you, Alana McIntyre. Your purpose on earth. The first word that came to mind, Alana, is healing, bringing people, connecting people, healing, um, organizing connections, connecting, healing, showing the path forward, bringing people together. All of this seems to resonate a lot when I get into your energy. And thank you. Lena Melling, thank you for your donation. Taking trip to Mexico November 14 to 30 with my sister and husband. Will all be safe? Yes, I see you being safe. 10 of Cups, happiness. But remember, it's a Mercury retrograde. We're kind of not supposed to travel. And I'm saying that, but I'll be traveling. Um, just understand that travel sometimes is challenged, but I don't see that for you. I see a fine trip, but just be aware that Mercury retrograde is tricky with communication, technology, travel, all these topics. And we have actually realized that Thanksgiving is within Mercury retrograde. Inner peace, thank you for your donation. Do your guides have a message for me, inner peace? There's something you're struggling with, but you're gonna be okay with in the end. You're like, I see like some protection from spirit. There's something you're trying to resolve. At the end, it's just gonna be just fine. You're not as limited as you might think you are. There are solutions to this particular issue that might be simpler than what you think. Inner peace. And I'm getting traveling. We've been talking traveling. There may be some traveling for you, but I see you with a lot of strength and a lot of strengths in spirits, in your spiritual abilities. So you can get through a lot here. A lot. Going with the flow. I like that for you. Ness, thank you for your donation. Uh Smooth travel for you next weekend around holidays. Ness and her travels around holidays. Yes, receptivity. I think things are gonna flow for you, but you know this is a retrograde, so just take it easy. Small, no big bumps, tiny things. I think for you that are more tied to electronics. Ethereal energy. Thank you for gifting a membership and congratulations, man X girl. Patty Cake, thank you for your donation. I will look for your question. Will my daughter be safe from the stalker who's following her? Oh, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. moment to moment. Don't don't worry too much about it. She's gonna feel free. Yes, she's gonna be fine. I think there's some calming down energy coming through here. Victoria, a message from your guides. Silence. I think the guides want you to pull back and reflect and meditate a bit. Oh, Ness, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, Sagittarius retrograde. Oh boy. Okay, that makes sense what I was feeling. Linda Gibson, thank you for your donation. Let me look at your question. May I have a message from my dad, John? Your dad, I think, is very proud of all the possibilities you have. It feels like maybe you feel sometimes a bit more isolated, that you need to connect more out there. I feel like he's also missing you. Um, he seems at peace, but it's also, I feel like he's saying like he's letting you drive your own life. Like technically, he doesn't need you. There's some sadness here that it feels like the distance between him being on the other side and you being here has created sadness, but he wants you to really go for it and enjoy everything you do. Um, and that's basically it's saying like there's change on the way for you. I feel like it's a good change. Shelley Conway, thank you for your donation. I feel my grandson has been here before. He's 1 year old. Yes, a huge consciousness. I feel like it's a reincarnation, and it had a rough time before, and it's coming in with much better life in this lifetime. It's going to be easier. See the courage. I think he has a lot of courage, and this life is going to be easier than the previous life. Cookie Man's daughter, thank you for donation. A message from your guides or ancestors, the lovers. So this is, not just romantic relationship, any kind of relationship. I feel like sharing a lot. I feel like it has to deal with the holidays, connecting a lot with other people for the holidays. You're a generous person. Your gratitude is really appreciated, and I feel so even more so for the holidays. Nisi T, thank you. I didn't get your question. Um, I'll come back to it, but I will do questions from the top here. Violet, will I be able to financially move my mom into the retirement home we dream of? Yes, I think this is gonna happen. I feel like the spirits are actually gonna help you. Elzbieta Brzezinska, message from your guides and angels for next year. I feel like 2025, you felt you were the outsider. You were a little bit on the outside. And there's a lot of more integration and creativity for you in 26. Christina, I've done this question. Stella Thompson, you said last I had two past life. What was I, male or female? And was the career I had? I feel like you were a female and a career in healing, like a nurse would be. Laurie Mars, your very good friend, died recently. Is she okay? She's still transitioning, I feel. A message for you. Courage. I think that's point on. On point. Courage. She sees your courage. Madeline, 1111, that's an angel number that I feel like it is a message from spirit talking about new beginnings. Nicole, you have to move to another rental unit, and now your employer has proposed a mass layoff. I'm sorry to hear that. Will I be one of the employees being laid off and be okay financially? I not picking on you being laid off. Let's look at those other cards here. Will you be laid off? No. I think you're just gonna be a bit scared to make any moves because of the economy and the company, but I don't see you being laid off. Wildflower Tarot by Penny. Your business will sold soon. Will your business sell soon? Sorry, Wildflower, I'm not clear. Can you ask again? Nessa G, your son had an interview today. Will he get the job? I'm not sure. You see, with this comparison card, I felt like there's like competition and the other candidates. So I'm not certain either way. I just feel like there's strong competition. Well, Flora Tarot, will my business will sell soon. Not soon, but will. I feel like there's time. Learning to live 619. Do you see me traveling to Scotland next spring or fall next year? Fall next year. It feels too early. Scotland next spring. Dorian, will my cat cheaper come home? Patience. That's good. Yes, I feel it will, but patience. Going back to the list down, which is Heidi in Connecticut. When I get your question, Ness, thank you for reposting the question, the spiritual awakening, but it's from whom? I kind of need the name of the person to connect. Toronto Mom, thank you for your donation. I'm attending market in 2 weeks to sell handmade upcycled denim bag. We'll sell many bag at the market, not many bag. You'll sell some bags. I think you'll be happy with it, but not many. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy, but I think it will be good. Gabriela Garlock, thank you for donation. Anything from a specific ancestor? I see a male energy. They just want you to trust. It's almost like they try to connect with you and they want you to trust your connection with that either father, grandfather, but it feels this way. Viviani, good to have you here and thank you for your donation. Do you see Barbara and Mr. Roberts helping you? Yes, I feel like they would help you. Somehow, I feel though that to get them to a point to help you, I feel like this is taking a bit of time and effort. So, in other words, they will help you. I just don't feel, Vivian, that the help is immediate. I feel like you have to kind of work with them or remind them or maybe, like kind of get them to help you. You see what I mean? But I felt like they'll help. Thank you again. Percipa Rose, thank you. Nisi T, thank you, Ness. I have a spiritual awakening. Do my guides have a message for me? Do they talk in your dreams? Yes, receptivity. You're receiving the messages. Now it's about you realizing those messages and realizing that they're for you. Inner voice, this is your spiritual awakening. I see a connection with the moon too. So maybe be careful on new moon, full moon of those messages, Nisi T. Uh, Celeste Jamerson, thank you for your donation. What will it be like for me starting a new remote job next Monday during the Mercury retrograde? I see you doing it. I see you being stable, feeling strong, feeling capable. The retrograde, I don't see bothers you. I just don't feel like it's bothering you. I feel like it's like nothing for you. Maybe because of your particular chart. Gerard, why is my cat Bustopher so extra lovely? I feel like he connects with you deeply at the spiritual level. So, if you have a little bit of a spiritual awakening, or if you're being more spiritual, then your energy shifts and your cat's energy change because they see your energy change as well. And so they feel like they're aligning with you more because they feel more of a chemistry and a connection. Principal Rose, 2026 is a 1 year new beginnings. What's your question, Principal Rose? Because I saw your donation. Um, Nicity, you have the connection with the moon, but I didn't see your question, Principal Rose. Do you mind reposting it? Should I start my wellness coaching from my home? You know what's interesting? When you ask your question yourself like that, I understand that you really mean every single word. You'll start from your home, but you'll not finish being in your home. So I think like your home is your right starting point, but it's going to expand, it's going to grow, and it's going to be outside your home in the future. But to start with the home, yes, indeed. Amy Warrior Princess, is there a connection of my cerebral palsy to a past life? No, I don't think it's a past life. I feel it's an emotional aspect. I feel it's an emotional aspect of two energies, one being exhaustion, one being feeling a bit isolated. Those two energies have kind of created that. Going back to uh, Tasha, will I moving to a different state city for a job? Tasha, will you move to a different state city for a job? I feel like you could, yes, and you'll be happy about it. Celebration. Sandra Torres, do my spirit guides have a message for me? Integration, bringing everything together for you. Catherine, message from mother or dad in the spirit world. I feel like it's mom, and she's talking about healing. Your healing or her healing. She definitely has healed, but maybe there's something you need to heal. Don Ferris, I know my guys want me to understand what my purpose is in my relationship. There is a lesson in your relationship down. I think it has to deal with boundaries. Dorian, already signed up for the animal show. Wonderful. Uh, Wendy C. Any messages for me? Abundance is coming your way. I like that for you. Braveheart. Should I sell or rent my ranch house? Money has been a bit tight. I'm not saying you selling it. Renting it, I think, would be better. And they keep telling me, don't sell it. Oh, I see the message from Linda. I had a great time with Linda as well. I'm glad people thought it was a great show. Jane, will my nephew pull through? Jane, will my nephew pull through? The sun, absolutely. Mary Ann Spellman, you're having issues with your mobility. Will you fully recover? Fully recover, I'm not sure, but I see you recovering and making progress that way. See, this is interesting how the tarot talks justice. So you're like, what does that have to do with justice? Balance. So your mobility, I believe, has to deal with balance. Um, oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, AD. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Teresa Adami, will my husband and I sell our house this year for the price we want? The price seems fine, but when you said this year, I was wondering, like, could it be a little bit in 2026? It's just the timing. Jess, Mama, I've been smelling weird things for the past few months. Is this my past loved ones or my God? It's your intuition. You could be clairaudient, clairvoyant. The smell, it's part of your abilities. Darla, so any change for me coming year? Yes, there are some changes. I feel like you're gonna deal with a little bit of, at first, there's like a little bit of a disappointment earlier in the year. And then later in the year after that, there's like actually really good news. So um it's almost like the beginning of the year is a bit on and off. And then after that, I see you feeling better. Gypsy Girl Tarot, what entity said in my ear a couple years ago and said you're being poisoned? That's a past life thing. It's an entity from a past life. M. Cascone, thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. Imagine TD, a message from your spirit guides, and I appreciate you too. Three of Cups celebration. Ah, Jason, you were saying January 2. Sandra Wells, you enjoy with the show with Lida and the horoscope. Okay, you researched the magazine. Awesome. Yes, I mean that's the horoscopes. They're available for everyone on my playlist. Debbie Trainer, is there anything my guides or angels sh- want you to know? I see something about money coming your way, an announcement of some news related to money, and it's positive. Within 3 months, I feel. Mark Masioko, is there anything my guides need me to know in the next couple months? Those are your guides. It's like they're talking about a decision you're going to be making within 4 months. And I think you have to let go or something, release something that no longer serves you. People, places, project. Okay. All right. Taking care of questions that I missed. Mars, how do you think silver investment will do in the next 3 months? I see silver continuing to be strong. It's building. It's building up. Gloria, will my finance improve? Gloria, will my finance improve? Yes, but it's going to require you to budget very carefully. I feel like around February, March, I see an improvement in your finances. Uh, Sunny D, thank you for your donation. You feel close to my ancestors. Do they have a sense of this and any message? Of course, they know that you feel close to them. They feel the connection with them. They feel that when you think of them, they can feel it as well. Let me try to give you a bit specific. Isn't there something that reminds you of your ancestors or them remind you of you, um, that are um, related to like a tea or coffee in the morning? I don't know why. They bring something about like tea or coffee in the morning. That's just what I'm hearing. Mona Lee, thank you as well. What's on the horizon as far as gifts or abundance? Ascension, symptoms again. You're connecting very well with others. So I feel like your chemistry and your connections is very much there. Um, I feel like you need to make a shift. There's a shift you need to make to get your abundance. That shift, it's almost like disconnecting something or cutting a cord with something that's holding you back. Think about anything that's holding you back, people, places, project. It's almost like you can't manifest this abundance because of that pullback energy. Uh, I don't know what it is though, Monali. Uh, so I'm missing Jamali and Alvra Alto. Thank you for telling me, Ness. So Jamali or Alvra, and I'm trying to find the two questions. And after that, so we're going to close questions. After that, we're going to move to a reading for the collective. Generally, I see it. What's my timeline on landing my permanent job? I really feel like before end of year. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Avra Alto. 2026 standing up for myself, possible legal battles on might not escalate to legal. Overall, will you be victorious? You're gonna stand up for yourself. Might not escalate to legal. I'm not sure it will. Will you be victorious? I think right now you're not sure, but I think you will end up being victorious. I have to mention to you, Alvara, I keep seeing the number 5, and I feel like you're in this kind of crazy mind. But ultimately, go with the flow, and things gonna happen the way they're supposed to be. I don't get the sense like it's going to legal. I don't have that. Okay, so we are going to do a read for the collective, and this is going to be for the end of the week, between now and the end of the week. And we are going to do, thank you to Ness, Vivian, Lisa. I appreciate you. Wow, I haven't done this one in a live. It is from the voices of the whales, and the messages is ancient connection, origins, ancient connection, origins. And so I'm going to read what it says because I think we want to know. It's the collective message, ancient connection, origins. So I'm going to page 18. Okay, here's the guidance. Reconnect with your roots, whether through nature, meditation, self reflection. Time to remember where you come from, both spiritually and physically. Seek wisdom from the ancient. The past holds answers, and the natural world carries deep knowledge. Pay attention to signs, dreams, and the messages that arise in stillness. Remember that you belong. You're not lost, not separate, not adrift. You're part of something vast, a thread in the great tapestry of existence. Trust in the foundation beneath you. I love that. Trust in the foundation beneath you. Like the roots of the great tree, your inner strength runs deep. No storm, no wave, no challenge can uproot what is eternal within you. The great tree doesn't ask where it belongs. It simply is. The whale doesn't seek its path. It knows. You too carry this knowing inside you. So I will leave you with those words. Blessing. Thank you, everyone. I will not be here on Sunday. I am traveling. I'll be back the following Sunday. This was the makeup session. I appreciate every single one of you. It's been really a pleasure. Remember, the magazine is on sale. The digital is half price, and there's 9 days for the whales. 9 days for the end of the Kickstarter for the voices of the whales. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful week ahead.